Okay, I didn't even realise I had my music off at the starting of the stream. That is wholeheartedly my bad. Right. Greetings, everyone, on the Twitch and Kick stream. We're about to get the YouTubes up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go! Right, now I do need to make some adjustments to my webcam and stuff because qualifying on this website has a different layout, so let me just do that real quick. I'm gonna have to make my webcam quite small today, but who cares, really? No one. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, and then we go on to the other stream. Genuinely thought I was going to be late today. I was too busy, like, hard locked on the El Clasico that I've almost missed the start of quality, but I'm here, I'm puffed out, I've been running up and down flights of stairs, and as a fat bastard like myself, that is no easy task, but I'm here! Whew, I made it, and we're off. So we have about 2 minutes until quality starts. I'm going to quickly mock up some predictions, and, yeah, here we go. So, I have also written down some sector times that are, you know, if you achieve them, that you're on a decent lap. We've got a 24/7 in the first sector. No, actually, I'm going to say it later because I've already read it wrong. Right, bottom 5 to be eliminated in Q1. I'm going to go for Alexander Albon. I'm going to go Bottas. I'm going to say, this is in no particular order. This is just who I think will go out. So both of the Saubers. We'll go for Alex Albon. We'll go for Esteban Ocon. And I'm going to go for Lance Stroll. And then I'll do my bottom 10 in my bottom 5 in Q2 after when it starts. And then rather than guessing who will be in Q3, I'm just going to wait until Q3 starts and then make a top 10 out of that. I feel like that's just a bit easier because last week, when I was doing quali for the US Grand Prix, I said a top 10 of who I think will finish in the top 10. And I think I got 8 out of 10, which realistically, there should be a minimum of 8 cars that's 100% of the time in Q3, being, of course, both McLarens, both Ferraris, both Mercedes, and both Red Bulls. But, because of a certain individual, sometimes 2 individuals, that doesn't quite happen. So I got 7 out of the 8 that should be there, and then just, 2 of the others. So yeah, here we go. We are about to start. Oh, we have started. Okay! Yes! This is what you want to see. Now, is there anything on Twitter that we need to look at? Not really. Alright, let's make sure that I've got the timer good. Oh, I've already ruined it. Okay, good. See, yeah, I've mucked that up a little bit, to be honest. The timer is going to be considerably behind by about 10 seconds, but that's my bad. One thing I actually want to do that I haven't done is move my webcam a bit, because you're all the way over there. I want you to be there. There you go. That's nicer. Now I'm not always in the way, or my screen, like this. Now, I am rocking the Red Bull shirt today, purely because it's qualifying. It's a special occasion. Do you know what I mean? And I also need to move. Okay, wait. Can I get away with that? Yes, I can. And then we'll get... Okay. Everything's ready. I can chillax. Quali. So we are actually seeing some medium tyres on the Ferraris. Now that interests me. I've not seen medium tyres in Q1 for a very long time. Do you remember the old rules where if you started in if you got into Q3, you had to use the tyres that you used in Q2, and it was a really strange rule, and I don't really know why. I think the whole point of it was that you'd get some cars at the top that would risk trying to use a medium tyre to get into Q3, but then it was just sort of bad for the lower cars, because say if you were at a track with high tyre deg, and the softs just weren't going to be used at all in a race, you had to use a set of softs, say if you were in like an Alpine, you had to use a set of softs to get into Q3, that's your only chance, and then you're forced to be on the softs for the race. It was a really stupid rule, I'm glad that's gone. But we do have Valtteri Bottas through Sector 1. Our first Sector 1 is going to be a 27.8. Now, I can actually say the sector time, so if you set a 27.4 through the first sector, you're on a decent lap, and then a 29.7 through the middle sector, and a 19.8 in the final sector. So 27.9 by Zhou Guanyu, so already a 10th down on his teammate, as expected. He's washed. Shouldn't retire, but shouldn't have that seat next year. I believe it should go to Franco Colapinto, but who knows at this point. They'll probably end up getting Latifi. Leclerc also starting his lap on the medium tyres. We also have the Mercedes on mediums as well. Checo Perez on the soft, so not following the trend. I'm interested to see what Verstappen's going to do. The McLaren's also on the soft, so they're not alone. You've got 2 of the top 4 teams on mediums. That's cool. Valtteri Bottas crosses the line, sets a 1 minute 18.5. He's actually done a 30.4. Wait, no, that's really... No, that's bad, actually. I'm lying. And then a 20.2 in the final sector. Zhou Guanyu 1 second behind. All in Sector 3, though. Like, every part of it was in Sector 3. He lost a second exactly in Sector 3. He was actually down in the first and second sectors, but that's what done it. Esteban Ocon goes up to P2 ahead of Zhou Guanyu, which ain't really much of an achievement. And then Lance Stroll goes quickest overall. One of my 5 drivers I thought would go out is already P1 by 3/10. Okay, fair enough, Stroll. Next up is Pierre Gasly, goes ahead of his teammate by a 10th into P3, but behind Valtteri Bottas. I tell you what, Bottas has been lively round here. Fernando Alonso crosses the line, goes fastest by 0.5. Now we have the front runners. Russell... Oh no, he's just starting his lap. I'm lying. Never mind. Charlie crosses the... Oh, God. Oh, good God. Okay, so Leclerc goes fastest by... Oh my God! What do you mean? So Leclerc goes quickest by 2.5, and then Chili Con Carne, out of nowhere, goes 0.5 second quicker. Are you taking the absolute Mickey Mouse shit with me? What's that all about? Oh, I've dropped my phone now. Oh, it's all going wrong. What is that? Okay, got it. Oh my God, I almost dropped it again. I'm actually on, like, moron juice. And then Norris goes fastest overall. But you'd expect that because he is on the soft tyre. Sergio Perez, by the way, he's 1.3 seconds off Norris. Yeah. Oh no. I sort of expected that in a way, but... Oh, poo. George Russell goes 4th fastest, up there with the Ferraris. Well, one Ferrari, Sainz is considerably further ahead, and then Hamilton goes P3. That's a nice lap. Max Verstappen coming out on the soft tyres. He's about to start his first lap. And that should be all for the first runs. We still have a lot of cars that haven't done well yet. We've got Oscar Pastry, who's about to finish his lap, coming around the final corner. Here he comes. What's it going to be? It's not looking too bad. Should be with his team. Oh, God. So Perez and Piastri sort of in the same boat right now of just being shit. They're both about a second and a bit off their teammate. Well, Norris. Verstappen's about to completely mop the shit with Checo, though, isn't he? So Checo is actually doing a second outlap, which is quite interesting. I don't think it matters. He's got the time to. It's just, why would you do that? Franco Colapinto and Alexander Albon about to finish their laps. Colapinto currently 2/10 down on his teammate. Is this the Albon resurgence? Oh, Colapinto goes 3rd fastest. That is filthy. Alex Albon then crosses the line and goes ahead of him by nearly 0.3 of a second. That is also filthy. And I'm starting to regret putting Albon in my bottom 5 because yeah. To be honest, there was a voting thing on F1 24 that said, like, who will score better in Mexico, Stroll or Albon? I just instinctively said Stroll because the Aston's been better than the Williams. But then I thought to myself, as Verstappen goes fastest by 0.2 of a second, so puts 1.5 seconds between himself and Checo, but I thought to myself, last year, Williams were really good in Mexico, or Albon at least, because obviously had Sargent, had Sargent and his teammate, so he weren't going to do nothing, but Albon was right up there. So, I think it's because of the straight line speed. I mean, they said that they got rid of the car's, like, straight line speed advantage and sort of, like, equaled it out across the rest of the car's, like, areas. No, he didn't. It's still really, really good at the straight line, which ain't a bad thing. If they can keep that straight line speed, whilst also improving on just the general car, like the aero, cornering speed, minimum speed, stuff like that, they've got a decent car. I mean, they've not been awful. I mean, let's not forget, 2022 at the latest, maybe 2021 actually, they were the worst car on this grid by some distance. In fact, the entire 2019 season was basically just a testing season for Williams. They were that bad. Here they are. They're easily not the worst car. They're still like 3rd or 4th worst, but it's good improvement. Got James Vowsling in the team. He's been pretty good. They got Carlos Sainz next year. It's looking good for Williams. It's looking good for Haas. I reckon the midfield battle's going to get a bit nuts. Are they going to catch up to the likes of, Mercedes and Ferrari and McLaren and Red Bull? I don't think so, but I feel like the fight for P6 or P5 in the Constructors next season is going to be nuts. Lance Stroll improves on his lap time to go to a 1 minute 17.5, and he goes P4. So, decent lap by him. Fernando Alonso on his lap as well. Currently, 3 tenths up on Stroll, which would actually put him onto the front row if he can keep up this pace through Sector 3. We also have Magnussen and Tsunoda and Lawson and Hulkenberg all on laps. And Perez. So Alonso crosses the line and doesn't get on the front row. He's a 10th back, but P3 is not too bad. I wonder what the track evolution is going to be like. We see Checo Perez crossing the line, and he actually improves in Sector 1 and 3, but stays P14 as Magnussen goes P7. Shit. Okay, anyway. Leclerc crosses the line, improves. We don't even know what tyre he's on, apparently, but he improves to a 1:17.6 and goes P7. Carlos Sainz improves his lap time with the fastest Sector 1 and 3 and goes to P3 with a 1 minute 17.2. Yuki... Oh! Yuki! Where's that come from, then? Fastest Sector 3 goes P3. 1:17.2. Hulkenberg crossing the line. Can he compete with his Yes, he can. Yeah, he can do that. Hulkenberg can compete with his teammate. He goes P2 overall. And then Bottas goes P9. Bottas is looking lively. Liam Lawson about to cross the line. He then goes up to P7. And then we have Lance Stroll coming in. Zhou Guanyu improving, but he is currently down on his teammate by some distance. And is in the bottom 5 alongside Oscar Piastri, Gaza, Perez, and Ocon. And Gasly and Ocon still have to finish their laps. First off is Gasly, who goes P2. I don't know why we can't see what tyres most of the field is on, but you gotta assume softs. So, when Ocon crosses the line in a few seconds, Perez might genuinely be last alongside Piastri on the bottom row. Ocon crosses the line and goes P17. So, at the moment, we have Checo last of all the drivers by 0.2 of a second. Then we have Oscar Piastri, who is, P19 on the soft tyre. And then we have the Mercedes in P16 and 15. Only thing that's saving them is they are on the mediums. But that is quite troublesome. Realistically, we are going to have 6.5 minutes left of Q1. So obviously, basically no time at all to, get ready. Yeah, this is not looking too great for the boys. Well, the boy. Although, especially case the boys, because, there are some other drivers in the same boat. Piastri in the Mercedes, although George Russell is improving, as is Hamilton. Here we go. George Russell, fastest Sector 2, goes P4. Again, we don't know what tyre. Oscar Piastri starting his potentially final hot lap in Q1. Then we have Lewis Hamilton, who is currently 2 tenths down on his teammate, crosses the line and goes P8. So, claws back those 2 tenths, and we actually have a... excuse me, a 2/10 gap between, 1/10 gap between P4 and it's actually more than that, really. I mean, you got Verstappen and a 1/10.5, so there's 1.5 seconds between the field. That's not too bad. Everyone is in a Red Bull sandwich. Piastri also improving a 27.3 through Sector 1, which is pretty good. Making his way now to the end of Sector 2. I want to quickly see if I can get any info on why Perez is so bad. There is a case where he might just be that bad. Piastri goes across Sector 2 on the medium tyre, sets the fastest Sector 2 at 29.5. Checo says, I can't brake for low speed. I'm early limited into turn 1 and 4. So, the end of the straight and the end of Sector 1. Got it. Oscar Piastri on his final run. Potentially, he might do another one. Oh, it just updated. So that was actually on the soft tyre. That is very bad. That's really bad. As Lando Norris goes quickest by half a second at the end. Checo Perez back out. We don't know what tyres yet. It's a shame that the tyres... It's happened again! It's happened again! Piastri's lap time deleted by track limits. It's happened again! That's not great for Piastri. He only has 4 minutes left to get round, either refuel and put new tyres on, or just stay out if he's got the fuel to, and do another push lap. Ugh. Connor Pinto also improving, coming around the final corner. He goes P12. I don't think that's going to be enough to get into Q2. Maybe just, but he's only a 10th from safety. Alex Albon also improving, currently up on his teammate, crosses the line, goes P5. Ew! That gap is like nothing. There's 4 tenths of a second between P5 and P15. Less than that, actually. There's half a second between P5 and P16. That's it! Jeez Louise, okay. Max Verstappen going for another push lap again. We don't know what tyre he's on. This isn't showing it. It's actually not showing it for everyone except, like, 6 drivers. Oscar Piastri is about to start another flying lap. I would bloody hope so, or else he is out of qualifying. Here he goes, and he has got the DRS on. He is away. As is Checo Perez. DRS on, and he is away. Come on, Checo. Let's do this thing. We have Verstappen improving a 27.3 through Sector 1. That's good. That's an improvement. That is ahead of, like, the good. Do you know what I mean? Now, Oscar Piastri through Sector 1. It's all yellow. It's yellow through Sector 1. Checo Perez, it's an improvement. It's a 27.5, which at the moment is fractionally good enough to get through if he can keep up this pace. But he does have Fernando Alonso in the way. He gets past nicely. Well done, Max Verstappen through Sector 2. Does a 29.7. Leclerc fastest Sector 1 at 27.2. Thanks for following, Arez. Wait. Oh, that's my kick chat. My kick bot working. Thank you, Kicklet. I appreciate that. Sector 2 is coming through. Oscar Piastri doesn't improve again. Oh my goodness. Sergio Perez does improve to a 29.8, which is still slower than what you really need. He needs like a 27.3, 29.7, 19.7 to get through. He's not even quick enough at the moment. Not improving. Oscar Piastri somehow scrapes through. Sergio Perez! He's gone. Checo's gone. I am going to commit something. Stroll crosses the line. Leclerc... Piastri's not looking too good either. There are still some drivers that can knock him out, including Bottas, Magnussen, and Zhou Guanyu. Say hi, hello, I'm pissed off. Magnussen goes 4th fastest, and Piastri's out as well. Holy shit! Oh my goodness. This is getting my heart rate up. I'm not surprised, but I am, Carlos Sainz goes 2nd fastest. Gasly, he's safely through in P6. We have we have got 2 drivers left. We have Valtteri Bottas coming through, improving. Actually could get into Q2 here. Oh, that's a brilliant effort from Bottas. Well done. That's a great effort. Verstappen finishing. He's going to go back in the pits. Stroll is improving on his lap time. And Zhou Guanyu abandons. But Ocon is actually on a decent lap. He's ahead of Bottas. Stroll crosses the line. Stroll stays P15. Ocon might knock him out here, you know. Through Sector 2, Ocon is about equal with Bottas. That is going to be very, very close. Like, way too close. Through Sector 3, but yeah. Checo Perez is probably going to be starting P19 at his home Grand Prix. Good effort from Checo. He should genuinely retire. That might be the final straw. Ocon crosses the line and stays P19. How have you managed that? Huh. Well, by 0.2 of a second, both Piastri and Checo are out. Now, this is what is going to piss me off. McLaren have the quicker car in qualifying, and Piastri is out. But you won't hear about that on the media. Every little piece of media will be down to Checo, even though he's in the slower car. Now, does that excuse him going out in Q1? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is that he's gone out in Q1, so is Piastri. Piastri, in my opinion, is the bigger upset because he's in the faster car, and he's obviously a better driver. That won't get mentioned. But yeah, so out of the bottom 5 that I predicted to go out, I got 2. I got 2 out of 10. 2 out of 5, actually. Oh, I need to stay off Twitter. Because, yeah, that's not... Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, no. So what? Do I just, like, end the stream now and just go away? Because I'm about to, like... I don't even know, like, Batista bomb my setup in a second. I think that might genuinely be the final straw. I don't think I can support Perez anymore. I can't do it. It's like supporting West Ham. It is truly, like, draining. But yeah, so there you go. There's the bottom 5. Q2 will start in about 5 minutes. But to be honest, I can't really say it's unexpected. To be honest, with, like, maybe not Piastri, but definitely Checo, that is not unexpected at all. Not just because he's a crap driver, which he is, but... like, just throughout qualifying, not throughout practice, he's been so slow. Not been able to, like, do anything. He keeps locking up on his hot laps. And it... oh, okay, you know what? Whatever. Okay, let's just forget about that. Now, one thing that we have to actually look at is the Constructors' Championship because of Piastri's incident. Now, you think about it, Ferrari are only, like, 40 points behind. I think behind, let's have a look. Wait, F1, Constructors, I believe they're only 40 behind McLaren. Let's see. Ferrari, yeah, they're on 496. McLaren on 455. 544, sorry. So they're only 48 behind. Now, you've got one of those McLarens out in Q1. So if Ferrari score big points again today, or tomorrow, sorry, and McLaren don't, Ferrari could gain another 10-20 points. Obviously, I think Red Bull will finish third in this Constructors. I don't think they've got a chance of finishing second with Checo. And to be honest, after this race weekend, I might actually join in with the people saying that Checo should go. I think it might not only be better for Checo to leave, but it'd be better for me on a, like, emotional level. I would no longer have to feel the disappointment of this prick going out in Q1 when his teammate is a second and a half ahead. I wouldn't have that anymore. I can go and support, like, Leclerc, which will be so much more fun. So, yeah. But anyway, Q2 is about to start in a couple of seconds, and we go from there. So let's make a bottom 5 prediction for Q numero dos. I'm going to say... See, this is where it's actually very difficult. I'm going with... I think both of the Astons is an obvious one. I'm going to go with one upset. I'm going to say Hamilton for fun. And then we'll go... I don't think Bottas... He's been quick, but I don't think it's Q3 quick. And then we'll also go for... we'll go for Albon again. So there's my bottom 5. Remember, bottom 5 in Q1, I got 2 out of 5. Let's hope for a bit of a better score in... Oh, excuse me. A bit of a better score in Q2. But yeah, not ideal really that your number one favourite driver is going out in Q1 at his home Grand Prix. That could honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that makes him change his mind on like retiring or whatever. I'm not gonna say he's gonna retire at the end of this race or at the end of the season. I don't think he will. But surely it's cut down a little bit after that. Thing is, he is always so optimistic. Like, so optimistic. He's always like, you know, we're going to maximize the car. I know it's just PR, but like, we're going to maximize the car, try and, like, you know, fight at the top. Like today, quote, "Today's target is to maximize the potential of my car. Yesterday was a bit confusing and we looked a bit far. But the aim is to make sure that maximizing every single opportunity out there today." But, like... No. Right, now we have started. Timers are now on. They should be about 2 seconds delayed, which is fine. I've got that right, haven't I? Yeah. Right, so we already have Alex Albon straight out. Let me just start making... I need to just make more tweets throughout sessions, because I feel like it. Right, there we go. Anyway, Alex Albon starts our first hot lap of Q numero dos. and we will go from there. So, yeah, I do have some sector times. Perez looks sad. That's making me sad. Anyway, right. Alex Albon, Sector 1. Of course, it's all green. Oh, sorry, all purple, because he's the only one on our lap. And 27.5 is actually quite a good sector time, really. Last thing I'll say about Checo for this session is that he at least had an appropriate reaction to getting eliminated. Ah, fuck. That was it. Okay. Q number 2. Here we go. 27.5 by Albon. It's a 27.4 by Max Verstappen. Alex Albon through Sector 2 is a 29.6. Making his way around the final corner. He was one of the 5 drivers I had to go out in Q1. He got out of Q1. He was one of the 5 that I've put to go out in Q2, and now he sets a 1 minute 17 dead, which is actually quite a decent lap time, albeit Max Verstappen is currently 3 tenths up on that there or thereabouts, and probably will go about a tenth or 2 quicker through Sector 3. Leclerc, 27.5 through Sector 1, signs of 27.3, that is just filthy. Goes fastest overall. Verstappen crosses the line and goes P1 by half a second. Oh, jeez. Okay, a 16.6. That is proper lively. Next up, we have Charlie, who is currently about 7 tenths down on Verstappen. That Sector 1 is just stupid from Verstappen. Not that Sector 1, the Sector 2. I don't know why I can't speak today. I can't speak! Leclerc's about to cross the line. He should go P3 or P2. P3. Half a second off Albon. Tough. Carlos Sainz, currently about 3 tenths down on Verstappen. Crosses the line, should go on the front row. Does go on the front row, albeit 4 tenths of a second off Max Verstappen. The Hasses are also on track. They're about to start their first laps, as is Yuki Tsunoda, Lance Stroll, Valtteri Bottas, and Alonso as well. Very nice. Okay, back to it. What we got? So we got Sainz went... no, Sainz already finished his lap. Anyone else about to finish their laps? Not really. Wow, they're taking their time, aren't they? Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway. There is a very realistic chance that Leclerc can win this title still, isn't there? Obviously, way less of a chance than Lando, who has basically no chance already, but... honestly, I can see Leclerc catching Lando before Lando catches Verstappen. There's only 22 points between them. That's pretty good. Okay, anyway. Magnussen, starting here... oh no, he's about to finish his lap, actually. Here he comes. Is he going to go ahead of a Ferrari? He does. He goes ahead of a Ferrari. That's pretty good. A 1 minute 17.1. Leclerc actually... did he have his lap time deleted? I think he did. Liam Lawson starting his lap. Hulkenberg finishing his lap. And he goes... you joined right now? Welcome. I'm shattered, but we move. Hulkenberg goes behind his teammate by 3 tenths. Bottas goes last of all the current drivers. Oscar P78 in Q1, absolutely. And He did have a lap time deleted for track limits, but he did another lap, and that wasn't quick enough. He went P15, I believe. No, not P15. P14 after his final run, and then I think it was Stroll, and then, well, I don't know, but 2 drivers went ahead of him, and he went out. And then obviously Checo as well, who also just wasn't quick enough. So Norris sets the oh my god, 27-2. Praying for Verstappen DNF. It's possible, given his engine problems earlier in the day, but to be fair, he has got a different engine now, but it's not on the realms of impossibility. You don't really see DNFs in, like, you don't really see DNFs at all, really, these days, do you, like, mechanically? It's like 1 or 2 a race, maybe, and that's it. But anything can happen, as we know. Norris just... Oh, God. Oh, God. What's he about to do? Oh, okay, it wasn't as faster as I thought it'd be, but it's still 3.5 tenths of a second into P1. I reckon that's Lando safely through. So, well done, Lando. Good shit. George Russell goes P3, a 16.9. Hamilton joining him on the second row. Hamilton was one of my drivers to go out in Q2 because it'd be funny. I honestly think for fun, they should just give Checo and Piastri, like, these 3,000 horsepower engines that are completely illegal in every way and just see what they can do. I think that'd be quite funny. Yuki Tsunoda, they're not on laps. Anyone on a lap? No. Okay, so we can chill for a few minutes and then we get our final runs. How long do we actually have left? It's going to be 6 minutes. So yeah, we'll give it a couple of minutes and then we get our final runs. But I think Lando is easily through with a 16.3. That's just a stupid lap time. Now, anything else to go over? Not really. Who else is in my bottom 5? Are any of them currently in the bottom 5? One is. 2. 2 out... Oh, I'm shit at this, aren't I? I got 2 out of 5 for Q1. I've currently got 2 out of 5 for Q2. How is how is Gasly P6? He's been cooking recently. He got P6 in, the US qualifying as well, didn't he? Don't know what it is when it comes to quality. He's just been incredibly fast. As well as Albon and Tsunoda. To be fair, Tsunoda, like, only half a tenth ahead of his teammate in P8 isn't crazy for the RBs. Albon's always good around Mexico. Remember last year he was extremely fast as well. Like, around Mexico specifically. He was fucking lively. But yeah, not doing too great on the old predictions so far. Leclerc needs to do his first lap as well. I mean, I think he did a lap. He either did a lap and abandoned it, or did a lap and it got disallowed. I'm not too sure which, but what we do know is that he needs to get back out there. I don't care when. You can't, this is what I mean. Right, I know you're a McLaren fan watching this, but I'm not being funny, but you know, you've got a McLaren outside of, you know, out in Q1. There's a very decent chance Piastri might not score points. So as Ferrari, you need to make sure you are finishing at least on the podium with both cars, or maybe a top 5 with both cars. And yeah, Leclerc, who has just come out in P15, he needs to get through. I think he will. Because it's Leclerc, he doesn't really bottle it, like some other drivers. That's not good. Not gonna lie, I got the time wrong. I thought quali was in 12 hours. Yeah, that would have been a bit crazy, because you'd have practice 3, and then qualifying 12 hours later, and then the race like 12 hours after that. Or like 8 hours. That'd be a bit mental scheduling. Bottas Q2 is mind-blowing. Absolutely. He's been cooking. Like, seriously cooking today. Very, very fast. Well done, Bottas. You know, quality driver. Now, I'm glad Leclerc is getting out early, just in case there is like a yellow, double yellow, or a red flag, then he's out. Albon is about to cross the line for his final run, improving in Sector 2. It goes up to P6, or P5. That might be good enough. And I'm glad, to be honest, that we are seeing Albon thriving once again. Diffing. Why is Perez P18? Because he's a shit driver. pretty much. I said earlier in the stream that I'm just gonna try as hard as possible to sack off, like, only supporting Checo and basically just start ignoring him. Because supporting Checo Perez and West Ham United is the absolute most mind-wrecking, heart-shattering thing that a human can do. And unfortunately, that's what's happened with me. So, fuck him, to be honest. I hope he gets sacked. But basically, he was just like Piastri. He'd done a lap, wasn't quick enough, there wasn't anything special. Holy shit! A 27-1? Oh my goodness, Leclerc is flying. That is an unbelievable Sector 1. That's like 2 tenths quicker than anyone else. Now, we have Verstappen out on brand new soft tyres. We have everyone coming out on brand new softs. Lando stays in the pits for now, which I think is a good decision because I think he's already through. A 29.6. Imagine being delusional enough to think Lando could win the championship. I agree. He can't. Like I said, I think Leclerc has more chance of getting ahead of Lando than Lando ahead of Verstappen. But yeah, Leclerc crosses the line, goes P3. That should be well and truly good enough. And yeah, he should be fine. Verstappen also went P2 as well just now. Still 2 tenths behind Lando though. Sainz makes it through. He will be A-OK. Mercedes coming out. Albon goes back in the garage. It's going to be very, very close with him. He is only 2 tenths away from being knocked out. And of course, we have every single driver under him still to do a lap. Unless one of the Ferraris... unless Leclerc has his lap time deleted, which I don't think's happened because it would have already happened. Then Albon might be in the mud. Which is a good thing for my prediction, really. Hulkenberg, 3 purple mini sectors. Of course, the straight doesn't really mean anything. It's the corners, which is like the 3rd to 6th mini sector. That's what matters. Hulkenberg through Sector 1 improves to a 27.3, as does Magnussen. Both of the Haas cars on 27.3s, which is... That's Q3 pace. That is Q3 pace if they can keep that up. We have Tsunoda a 27.5. It's not looking too good for him. We have Bottas with a 27.6, or 27.55, so I can't fucking read. That says 27... I can't do that anymore. I'm so washed. So I think Bottas might be on his way out, but to get that car into Q2 in the first place, ahead of, Piastri and Perez, and even Colapinto, that's a good performance by him. Magnussen now down by half a tenth on his teammate. Magnussen crosses the line. Will he go out at the bottom 5? He does. He goes to P8. Well done, K-Mag. Then we have Nico Hulkenberg as the Mercedes start that. Oh, Tsunoda's off! Tsunoda is off! And it's a red flag. Holy macaroni shitballs. There it is. That is the session done. We have... Oh, the session's already done. So, yeah, that is the session over. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. So there is the bottom 5. Both of the RBs gone. Liam Lawson still had a chance to make it through. Really bad Sector 1, really, for your best, and was not improving in Sector 2, so I don't think he would have. But Gasly makes it through. Both of the Haas cars make it through. Alex Albon is one lucky bastard. I think he would have been fine anyway, actually, but he makes it through. Wow. So there he is. Both the RBs out, both the Astons out, and Valtteri Bottas also out. That's very good. Right, let me quickly load up the Sky Sports F1 broadcast, get some recon on how Tsunoda lost it. I assume he tried to go too hard into that corner, which is like a sort of a hard braking zone, and probably just lost the rear and span off into the barriers, I assume, because that's the only thing I can imagine. The only other thing I can imagine, which is actually quite skillful to do, like spinning on the penultimate corner at Texas, is where you would go on the exit of the corner and then spin right, but that's like really difficult to do for a driver of his level. So let's just quickly load this up and I will tell you what has happened. Hang on, I think I was absolutely bang on there. Yellow flag, Sector 3, Tsunoda in the left wall. Could I have a replay or is that not happened yet? Right, a replay's not happened yet because Sky Sports is so unfathomably far behind. But yeah, that is going to be Tsunoda in the barriers. Now, I need to quickly get my timer ready. This quali session's going extremely fast, I think. Is it just me? It feels like it's going really fast. We've got the timers in for, should be 11 minutes 30, no? Because it's a 12-minute quali, so, yeah, because 18, 15, 12. Okay. And I was absolutely bang on. You see that, like, wheel knowledge in the noggin? Locks up, loses the rear, spins off, and clots into the left wall. Pretty much exactly what I just said. Brakes, loses the rear, goes in the left barrier. Bosh. Ball knowledge. To be fair, that is the only, like, conceivable thing that could have happened. I don't see him crashing there in any other way. That was about it. On the team radio as well, he says, "Are you okay? Yeah, sorry. I forgive you, Tsunoda. I do." Rightio then. So we might actually be waiting for quality more interesting than most of the races. Maybe not the races this season, because they've all been extremely good, because you don't really... I mean, Texas was a bit mid, because you sort of knew who was going to win by about lap 5, because Leclerc was just so astronomically fast. But, yeah, no, quali is by far the best part of an F1 weekend. It's just so exciting. Especially with the I think this is the fact that drivers get eliminated. That concept of being knocked out makes it so much more exciting, because you get upsets and you have like clutches at the end of sessions. You have like a driver improving. You right, Eden? Welcome down. Watching on my phone? Nice one. More risk. Exactly. More risk. Because, you know, to get through, you have to give it the fucking beans, or you might overcook it. Tsunoda just did. You know? So Q3 might be a little bit delayed, because they have to, you know, clear up the shit that he just made. But, yeah, I feel bad for him. I don't mind Tsunoda. And, of course, I also feel bad for Liam Lawson. Because, realistically, Tsunoda going off has just stopped his teammate having a chance of getting through. I don't think he would have got through, because he was quite far down. He was equal... He's actually down on his teammate by 400ths in Sector 1, and was all yellow in Sector 2. He weren't improving. Actually, he might have, because when was the red flag out? Because if the red flag happened at the start of Sector 2, then Lawson might have done it, but I doubt it. I mean, to be fair, he was only a 10th off. No, he definitely could have made it. He definitely could have. Maybe not 100%, but I don't know. I'd be pissed if I was Lawson in that situation. One mistake and you're gone from P2 trying to get P1 down to P10, exactly. One little cock-up and you're gone. Now, for these drivers, that's obviously quite rare to do a cock-up that bad. But it does happen. Yuki locked up and then drifted into the wall. He did. I guessed it. That's what I said. When the red flag came out, I said, well, that corner, what he's done is he's lost the rear and gone into the barrier. And that's exactly what he did. So, there you go. Ball knowledge. But like I said, that is quite literally the only way I can see someone crashing at that corner. The only other thing I could come up with is that you make it round the corner, but then you lose traction on the exit and go into the right wall. I say that because I've done that way too many times on the F1 game. I've never locked up and gone into the barrier like Yuki did, but I have lost the car on the exit and gone into the right wall. But yeah. I'm getting ill, I definitely am. I better not get as ill as I did the other day. Or not the other day, the other week, where I literally couldn't speak. I was so ill. Which, of course, for someone that, like with my style of content, which is loud, you don't... It's pretty difficult. I hope Lando gets a DNF. I'm sure there's quite a few people that are hoping that. I mean... someone else in my chat wants, you know, Verstappen to DNF. You want Lando to DNF. I'm sure there's a few people that want Leclerc to DNF as well. Welcome to Formula 1. Welcome to sports, where we prey on people's downfalls. That's what we do around here. I sort of hope Verstappen DNFs as well. Not only would it make this title battle an actual title battle, not a made-up title battle with this whole underdog story, it'd just be funny. Like, it just would be funny. You know, if that happened, if you got Clarkson into Sainz into turn 1, that I'd laugh, to be honest. And it'd be a bit more exciting. So, yeah. Wait, what's this feature on Twitch? I don't know if any of you use Twitch, but if I go on like my Twitch channel and watch my own stream, it says knock. What does that mean? What do you mean knock? Don't tell me. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah. I was wondering what that meant. I thought you could literally. Oh shit, I've got the timer on there, my bad. I thought you could legit knock and it would like send the streamer a notification saying, this person wants you to go live, stop being a lazy bastard and get on stream. But no, it just means you can like collaborate stream with them. Okay, cool. I thought I was about to get spammed by some like one prick. That would have annoyed me. But yeah, still got a while until Q3 starts. We have no red flag, as like it hasn't ended yet. We're still going. And, yeah, we'll go from there. How long is it going to last? I have no idea. I mean, Sky Sports are just showing adverts at the moment, and random people in the crowd. I think we might actually just be starting. I'm not too sure. And I've just accidentally, oh bollocks, I've accidentally opened Spotify. I didn't mean to do that. So in that session, Lando was almost, it was all Sector 1 where he found that advantage. Sector 1, he's nearly 2 tenths up on Verstappen. And then Sector 2, he's half a tenth up, and then Sector 3, they're equal. That's quite interesting. Who's going to get pole, Max, Lando, or Ferrari? Oh, that's a fantastic reminder. Thank you very much. I can write my predictions now that we know the top 10. Which, to be fair, only 6 of the top 10 was expected. Of course, we have the 2 upsets of Piastri and Checo not there. Now, who of the bottom 5 did I get right? I got 2. I got 3 out of 5. Yes! Excellent. Okay, top 10. I'm going to go for a Carlos Sainz pole position. Lando Norris P2, Charles Leclerc P3, Max Verstappen P4, Lewis Hamilton P5, George Russell P6. Very interesting, unique predictions, I know. Hulkenberg P7, Alexander Albon P8, Kevin Magnussen P9, and Pierre Gasly in P10. Those are my predictions. I might change them, but those are my predictions for now. Carlando, let's go. Sainz has been on it this weekend, and I like the bloke. So, let's hope he does well. Shall we? I think he will do well. Pole position might be a bit of a stretch, but why not? Might as well do something fun. If I was being boring, I'd just say Lando, Verstappen, Sainz, basically how it is. Norris, Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc, Russell, Hamilton, and then go from there. But no. Sainz pole. Let's do it. Lock it in. Oh, no. Okay, the red flag is now gone. Lovely stuff. So red flag is gone, and we should start any second now. By the way, did you know for the last 7 races, the only pole sitters are Norris and Leclerc? Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that, but that makes sense, really. I mean, Norris has had the fastest car for the last 7 races at least. And then Leclerc is by far the best qualifier on the grid right now. So that doesn't surprise me, but I didn't know that. It's quite interesting to know. So what races did we have? So we had Mexico, that could make it 8 if it's Leclerc or Norris, which, let's be honest, is a very good chance it could be. There's... Texas was Leclerc. No, it was Norris. Duh! And then Singapore was Norris. Baku was Leclerc. And then what was before that? Was it Monza, which was Leclerc, I think. And then Zandvoort was Norris. Spa was... Ah, my memory don't go back that far. That's a cool stat to know. Although, let's be realistic here. The only drivers that have a chance for pole, really... I don't know. I suppose... I was going to say it's only really 3 cars that can get pole, but... I don't know. Sainz and Verstappen definitely have it in the locker. I mean, Verstappen literally did get sprint pole at Texas. And maybe the Mercedes on a very good day at their most favourite tracks, like maybe Hungary is a good track for them, so there, but obviously they didn't. Actually, wait, F1... We start now. There you go. Thank you. Right, Q3 has begun. Yes! Got the timer ready. I need to count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, away. Whoa, why is my stream dying on the old YouTubes? Oh no, we're back. Okay, cool. Let me close down some things just so my shit isn't overloaded, you know what I mean? My mum doesn't know I'm awake. It's 2 AM in the morning. That's 3 hours behind me. Unreal. No, I don't want the schedule. Here we go. 2024 race results is what I'm looking for. No, it's not what I'm looking for. Results. 2024 season. So Texas was Norris, Singapore was Norris, Baku was Leclerc, Monza was Norris, Holland was Norris, Spa was Verstappen. So is Verstappen... Okay. That's why I couldn't remember. It's because Verstappen got it. How do you do that? I have no idea. Anyway, here we go. Already got quite a few drivers out, all on brand new soft tyres. Yeah! Hey! So fun! Let's do this thing. Timers are... let's see. 10 minutes. They're about 3 seconds delayed, so basically nothing. Let's just close down a few tabs now that basically my work is done. We'll close Discord. My PC is on its last ropes now. It's had a long day. You know, 2 streams of all shit open. Enjoy it while you still can, absolutely. First runs are underway though. It's a 27.5 by Kevin Magnussen, which is, yeah. Maybe, I think that's pretty good for the Haas, but, yeah. 27.6 by Hulkenberg. So the Haas's have been very equal, but Hulkenberg he's a little bit up. No, down. What is wrong with me today? I can't speak. I'm actually, like, turning brain dead. Verstappen through Sector 1, a 27.3. So, a little bit down on Lando's Sector 1 from earlier in Q2. Lando cross... Oh, God, that's really bad from Lando. 3 attempts off Verstappen, a 27.5 is shit! Gasly starts his lap as well. Hulkenberg claws back time, though, finds a 10th on his teammate. Through Sector 2. Magnussen crosses the line. That's a 1 minute 18.1. Nico Hulkenberg crosses the line. And he is going to go ahead of his teammate by half a second. What is that Sector 3? Outrageous. Very nice. I might have to refresh this. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh it, because this is so... my whole PC is laggy, to be fair. Wonder why that is. So Verstappen then does a... oh, God. So Verstappen does a 16.3, and then Norris does a 16.9. So that's good. That's what you want to see. There's nothing else I can really close at the moment. To be fair, I've changed a lot of settings since I used to stream quite often, and my PC has run significantly better, but now it's just sort of dying, and I'm not entirely sure why, but that's just how it goes sometimes. My PC just doesn't work as intended. Ah, it's OBS cooking my CPU. Is it? Yes, it is. Right, why is that happening? Like, my CPU is getting absolutely blasted by OBS. 26%. Usually it's a lot less than that. Usually it's like 5. That's nuts. Cut. See what I mean? I told you Sainz got it in the locker. Carlos Sainz sets a 1 minute 16 dead. Max Verstappen has his lap time deleted. And then Leclerc makes it a front row knockout for Ferrari. Russell goes third, Hamilton fourth. Wow. That's fun. Oh, there's way too much on my screen right now. Help me, set me free from your jealousy. To be fair, Opera GX is using 14% CPU, which it really shouldn't be, to be honest. Actually, I don't know. Maybe closing Twitter will save everything. I'll definitely have to try and figure out why OBS is using 20% CPU, which is way too much. Wait, that doesn't even add up to 80, does it? I suppose it does, actually. It seems smooth enough, like barely, so we'll just stick with it, and then I'll try and sort it out for tomorrow's race day. But we have, let's have a little look. We have 5 minutes left of this session of qualifying. And you can see the results is maybe expected. Praying for a max spin. That would be funny. He had problems with front tyres. That's good comms. Good recon. Yeah. I mean... Verstappen, of course, has that clutch factor. Being able to pull together an unbelievable lap time at the end of qualifying is something that he does best. So, it's probably not all over for him. But, you know, if he's got problems, who knows? So yeah, probably another, like, minute or two, and then we'll get our final runs. In the meantime, let's look at my predictions and see how many I've got right. 1... 2. I've got 2 out of 10 at the moment, so that's good. Apparently Verstappen has another set of fresh softs as well. Sheesh kebab. LMFAO. What's so funny? Why am I so ill whenever I stream? Like, when I'm not streaming or doing anything, I'm fine. But as soon as I start streaming, I'm sneezing, I've got a snotty nose, I'm coughing. Like, this is shit. And here we go. Our final runs of Q3 are upon us. We have Kevin Magnussen out first, followed by his teammate. Then we have Albon. I can see some more movement in the pit lane. Albon's actually stopped at the end of the pit lane for some reason. You gonna go or what, lad? There you go, well done. He figured it out in the end. And then I believe I can see a Ferrari making their way through. Oh, it's gonna be Gasly next. So basically, all of the drivers fighting for pole are going to be last to finish their laps, which is it's more exciting, really. The only other driver here is, wait, no, that is all of them. Wait, why is there a white dot there? Oh, no, that's Verstappen. Yeah, so we're going to have all of, like, the front runners at the back. Right, my nose, please stop. Max DNF, please. Unfortunately, he is exiting the pit lane right now, so that won't be happening. Yeah, to be fair, that I've just seen a screenshot of Verstappen's off. That was track limits, like, it just was. So, yeah, that's a very interesting place to get track limits, though. He actually managed to go too far on the inside of turn 2. That's impressive. Wow, okay, cool. So Magnussen gets us underway. The final runs of Q3 and qualifying are upon us. Here we go. Keep in mind a 27.1 will be the fastest Sector 1, and then probably like a 30.3 through Sector 2. So if you see those sector times, oh no, a 29.3, sorry, not 30.3. If you see those sector times, they're lively. Magnussen, 27.4. That's not bad, realistically, for the Haas car. Then we have Nico Hülkenberg next up. He is going to set a... It's not looking like a bad sector, really. Oh, it's actually up on his teammate at least by 6 milliseconds, so the Haas is pretty much equal through Sector 1. Alexander Albon goes quicker than both of them with a 27.3. Kevin Magnussen through Sector 2 is going to set a 29.6. That is very decent pace by K-Mag. Then we're going to have Nico Hülkenberg next through Sector 2. Couple of purple mini sectors for everyone at the moment. They're all sharing. 29.6 by Magnussen. It's going to be a 29.6 by Hülkenberg. They are literally equal throughout the lap. Magnussen goes P5 with a 1 minute 16.8. That's pretty good. What can Hülkenberg cook up, though? He's had a very good Sector 3. Let's go, Hülkenberg. Smash your teammate in. Here he comes. Here he comes. Diff your Haas teammate. Oh. Oh, okay. Alex Albon goes P7, but Hülkenberg has a stinky Sector 3 and stays P9, so he'll probably start P10. The Ferraris, though, fastest Sector 1 and 2 for Sainz. I told you! What did I say? What was I telling you? Verstappen having an absolute rotter. 3 tenths down on Sainz. Let's go! Chili con carne! Chili con carne! Chili, chili, chili! Oi, oi! Okay, so it's all down to Norris. Lando Norris, 1/10 back on Sainz. Sainz doesn't improve his lap, I don't think. Let's go, Lando. Lando is okay. Let's go. Oh. Oh. All right, Kyle. That was a lot less exciting than I thought it would be, to be honest. We still have the Mercedes, of course, but they're old and washed, so I don't think they're going to be cooking up anything. But, you know, we'll watch them go across the line anyway, but that is very disappointing, to be honest. I was expecting a lot more of a grand finale. Russell crosses the line, stays P5. Can Hamilton beat him? He is looking good to not do that. Crosses the line, improves in Sector 3, but stays P6, and that is qualifying done. Huh. Lando, you have let the whole country down. You've let the whole world down once again by getting diffed by a bloke in a much slower car. So looking at my predictions, if Verstappen dropped a world-class stinker, I was on for a very good result. I got pole right, though. because I'm just class. Norris second, he finished third. Leclerc third, he finished fourth. Verstappen fourth, he finished second. Hamilton and Russell, I got the wrong way round, so that would have been another 2 I got right. Hulkenberg P7, it was actually his teammate. Albon in P8, it was Gasly. Magnussen in 9th, he was 7th. So basically, out of 10, I got 1 correct, but I suppose it was the most important one. It was pole position. I think predicting that Sainz would get pole, and he actually getting pole, was actually a very, very good prediction. It was a bit of a guess, but that was pretty good. Now, this is very good for Ferrari. Extremely good. For both championships, but not really the drivers, but mostly the constructors. Because you've got Piastri all the way down in P17, you've got the Ferraris P1 and 4. That means that if Ferrari score, what, like 5 points? I mean, let's take a look at the constructors real quick. That's not the constructors, is it, you absolute twat? Ferrari are only 8 points behind Red Bull in the constructors. And they're looking very good to go and do that tomorrow. They only need to finish first, and they've basically done it. Just get one driver in P1, the other one like P6, and they've done it. They're ahead of Red Bull Racing. But they can also gain big pointage on McLaren as well. Remember, they are only 48 points behind McLaren, with something like 300 points left to go and get. It's probably a bit less than that. It's like 270, 280. This is going to get quite close with the Ferraris of some strong final performances. Not going to lie, banger of a lap from Sainz, absolutely. 2 tenths faster than Verstappen, 3 tenths faster than his teammate, 3 tenths up on Lando. Quality lap by Sainz, but that is going to be all from Fat Crim today for the Mexican Grand Prix qualifying. I'm honestly beyond shattered about Checo Perez going out in Q1. Was it expected? Absolutely, but it's still, like, as much as, like, he's a crap driver, it's still gut-wrenching to see a driver go out in Q1 at their home race, no matter who it is. Like, you know, it's like Hamilton going out in Q1 at Silverstone, or Verstappen going out in Q1 at, you know, Netherlands. It's just a stinky feeling. But yeah, I'll get over it. I don't really care. See you in the race, hopefully. Well, I'll be here, of course. It's all up to you. Obviously, if you can't, I don't really care. People have got shit to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm lucky to not have shit to do. Although, to be fair, I'm always busy, like, making videos, doing streams and stuff. But realistically, I can do that at any time of day. People have, like, scheduled things to do. But, yeah, that's all from me today. We watched Practice 3. It was an absolute snooze fest. And then we, of course, watched Qualifying, which was also fairly boring, to be honest. I feel like the top 10 was, like, half expected. I mean, the Haas cars, maybe, yes. Alex Albon, yeah. I think my star performer today is Carlos Sainz. Very close to him, though, is actually Pierre Gasly. P8 in the Alpine. And then my third best performer, it's probably Magnussen. But to be honest, I'm inclined to give it to Bottas. Just getting into Q2 in that Sauber, ahead of Colapinto, ahead of Piastri, ahead of Checo. Very impressive by Bottas. But yeah, I'll be back, of course, tomorrow at, what's it called? The Grand Prix. That's what it's called. It's called the Grand Prix. I remember that. Which is at 8 PM. So it will be 7:45 BST, 1945, the year I was born. 7:45. I don't know why I say every single version of time. It's because I do know some Americans that don't know what, like, 7:45 means. So, yeah. Anyway, you can just look for the time for yourself. I'll be on about 15 minutes before lights out, and we'll go from there. So, thanks for watching another stream produced by Fat Crim, and I will see all of you people tomorrow at 8 PM. Adios, amigos. Goodbye. See!
Don't walk away from me. 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 Don't walk away. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away.